Hello guys, it's your boy AD back with another video. Now in today's video we're gonna bring with Naruto was a otsutsuki part 1. Now I know I've been studying a lot of new models lately, and to be honest there's a lot of them I'm not gonna finish because you guys don't really you guys aren't really watching some of them, so I'm trying to do the ones that you guys actually want to see instead of just doing for example, if I did what if Naruto was, I don't know, a guy or something, and then I got 1K view and a lot of 100 plus likes, right? And then I do another one where Naruto is a demon, and then I get 100 views and 2 likes. I'm not gonna do the demon one. I'm gonna do the god one. So if you guys want to see the other what ifs, you guys gonna have to like them and watch them and shit, because yeah. I don't want to do something that you guys aren't enjoying, and yeah, to be honest, I wasn't even enjoying doing the last few what ifs I was doing. The one I'm really enjoying right now is this one, and what if I was in Naruto, and my last grandson one. But I don't know if I'm gonna continue that one for now. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a break for now. But yeah, anyways, yeah. Let's just get this started.
And now, this world shall know pain. Almighty push!
So, the way we're gonna start this what if is with Kaguya Otsutsuki and Ishiki Otsutsuki, the king and queen of the Otsutsuki planet, basically. And I'm gonna say the Otsutsuki planet is basically this thing, so yeah. Anyways, basically what happens in this what if, and a lot of the things I'm gonna do in this what if is gonna be kind of off, the Otsutsuki related things, the stuff that's happening in the planet, because they didn't do anything with the Otsutsuki planet in Naruto, and I don't watch Boruto because it's shit and I'm not watching it. So yeah, I don't know that much about it. So yeah, a lot of the things I'm just gonna be going create them and just do it. But yeah, anyways, basically what happens in this story is, Ishiki Ishiki smacks Kaguya and shit, and then they have Naruto, right? And then Kaguya gets sent to Earth to do the mission and stuff, and then she gets smacked again and has the Sirius Six Path and his brother and whatnot, and she gets sealed away. But this time, I want to say Ishiki had some sort of seal on Kaguya that made it so if she died or if something wrong just happened to her, if her chakra went out, basically, he would get notified. And then he basically went to Earth. But he basically had a fight and whatnot, and he got stuck in... He got sealed away, but the seal that he has isn't as strong as... It's kind of like Kaguya's, but not older up in the moon or anything. It's on Earth, and it won't weaken or anything. It just, you don't need to get the tail beast and all that shit to get rid of it. You can just go there and get rid of it yourself. So yeah. But Black Zetsu doesn't know about it, so that's why he hasn't released him yet. So yeah. Anyways, we'll go back to Naruto. After Naruto was born, basically when he was born, the place changed. It was in the middle of the day, it changed to night immediately. It was 2 p.m. and then it changed to 11 p.m. basically. So basically, and then a light came from Naruto, and it basically, a beam of light went up to the sky and shit, and then it went back down. And then all the Otsutskis went to the place where Naruto was, not thinking the king and queen were under attack. But then they realized what was happening, so they went back to whatever they were doing. But Naruto, when he was raised, when they raised him and stuff, he was they kind of sealed away most of his powers, because oh my god, sorry about that, I got interrupted. So yeah, anyways, basically they sealed away most of like 90% of Naruto's powers, because whenever he would get mad, like if he lose like a toe or something, basically he would cry and shit, and stuff would like blow up and shit like that basically. So yeah, that's why they had to seal away a lot of his powers. But as he grew up, the powers came back to him though. So yeah, but it only happened when he basically had the mindset to not blow up shit for no freaking reason. So yeah, anyways, and when Naruto was about 2 to 3 years old, he got a visit from one of the no, not royal family, the nobles, I guess you can say. Yeah, I'm gonna use that term. Like just high rank families in the Otsutsuki's place. Basically, they introduces Miracle Otsutsuki, which is this girl right here, which is obviously gonna be Naruto's girl. And basically, they kind of grew up together at this point. So yeah, she's Naruto's fiance, but like the way that Otsutsuki's thing work is they don't really love people. They don't really get together in love type shit. They get together by like powers and shit. So yeah, that's why she's with Naruto. She's the highest Konoichi, I guess you can say, Otsutsuki there. Instead of other than Kaguya, of course, but yeah, basically, and Naruto is the highest name freaking male Otsutsuki there, so they basically get together, and they get along pretty well, so they don't really mind. And yeah, basically, we skip about when Naruto is like 8, no, 7 actually, yeah, 7. Naruto is 7. He was already with Miracle, but like he already knew who was not Miracle's fiance and shit, but he actually asked her out willingly, like without just having, like without the way of them just being there because of their power. He actually has asked her about her feelings and shit about him, and she said she actually liked him and stuff, and he said the same, because when they were like kids and stuff, they always play together, they eat together, they basically do everything together, and it's like, yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. They get along basically. Okay, so yeah, and then basically, uh, you skip on, we go back to when Naruto was like 7, almost 8. Like a couple of months later, he'll be 8. We skip then, and then he's the same age with Miracle, by the way. So yeah, like he's like 2 3 days older than her. So yeah. Anyways, we skip to when Naruto was almost 8. Basically, he goes to the palace and he finds Ishiki there, because Ishiki takes over the place since. No, we find Momoshiki there since Momoshiki took over the place and Ishiki wasn't there. He basically goes to Momoshiki and asks Momoshiki where is his dad? And Momoshiki says, well, you see, young prince, this is kind of a classified thing and shit, and Naruto says, I don't really care about that. I just want to know where he is so I can see if I can get him, basically. I want my dad back, basically. And he basically talks with Momoshiki for a while, with, him trying to get the information out of Ishiki. I mean, Momoshiki. I keep confusing these two, but yeah. Sorry about that. Basically, eventually, Momoshiki says, okay, I'll tell you. And he basically explained that they sent Kaguya to Earth to basically get the Gayatri and whatnot. And basically, she had the kids and all that shit and stuff like that. They basically explain what happened. And Naruto is like, oh, I see. And then basically Naruto says, I'm gonna need what's it called? A spaceship basically to go there. I don't know if Otsutsuki's a spaceship or not. I'm not sure. I think they don't actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna say he can fly there or whatnot, whatever. He basically says, okay, I'm gonna be going to Earth to get them back. And Momoshiki isn't worried because Naruto is like really, really strong. Because we're gonna do a quick little flashback. When Naruto was 5, basically he got summoned to a type of area type thing, like a council area. But when he got to a council, the council people said, "Oh, we want to test your powers," basically. And Naruto was like, "All right," and basically they brought him to an open field, and he fought 5 of the strongest people there, like the strongest Otsutsuki in the army place thingy. And basically he whooped their asses without even trying. So yeah. And Naruto has the third eyes already because we're gonna do a quick little flashback again to when Naruto was 4. Now Otsutsuki, one William Otsutsuki came from a planet and basically had a tracker food with him because they sent him there to get a tracker food for the prince. And basically he got the tracker food and brought it back, and they gave it to Naruto because they want Naruto to have all his powers and whatnot. And basically Naruto awakened when they showing the third eyes, whatever, the two little eyes in your fucking hands and whatnot. So yeah, and Naruto kind of looks like this. He looks like this, but oh my gosh. Basically, Naruto looks like this, but without the beard. So yeah, and it isn't like an old guy. It's actually just Naruto's face. But yeah, basically, you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, probably. Anyways, it doesn't really matter that much to be honest. Anyways, Naruto has the third eyes that he has is basically it's like not red. It's actually what's it called? Like instead of it being red and black, like the normal Sharingan and whatever, it's actually black and white. So yeah, basically it has the place that's supposed to be red is white, and the Tomoes and the ring are black as normal. So yeah. Anyways, but in the way in the arms is the same. Instead of it being purple, it's black. So yeah. And Naruto has that staff and that sword. It's not really a sword, it's the truth-seeking orbs just made into a sword, basically. So yeah. Anyways, and Miyako has the bone ash thingy that she mostly use as her sword and whatnot. So yeah. Anyways, they basically sent Naruto to Earth, and Miyako was given the option if she wanted to go or not. And Miyako also have the third eyes, just the regular one though. So yeah. She was also given the option if she wanted to go or stay, wait for him to come back, basically. And Miyako says, I'll go with him, basically. I'm not really gonna do anything if I just stay here, basically. So she was like, I'll go with him. And yeah. And basically, Naruto and Miyako went to Earth. And when they get there, basically, they land in, I must say, the land of stone. Yeah, stone. He lands there with Miyako, and and basically when he gets there, he sees a village. So not sure, he doesn't land in the land of rock. He lands in the land of fire, but not no land of rice. Yeah, I keep messing up. Sorry about that. He lands in the land of rice. I'm kind of nervous for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, I keep messing up. But he basically lands in the land of rice, and when he gets there, he sees a village. It's called Tanzaku Town, basically. If you find that place, you probably know what place I'm talking about. If you don't, it's the place where Jiraiya's uselessness and Naruto went to basically look for info about Orochimaru and whatnot. So yeah, that's the place I'm talking about. Anyways, basically he lands next to that place and him and Miyako goes there, but they don't put Genjutsu on because they don't care about feeling in. So yeah, and this is gonna be kind of a dark what if. So yeah, he's just gonna be that one badass going on being the fuck off people. So yeah, anyways, basically he gets there, goes in the town, and basically when he gets there, he finds basically a place where where there was a meeting between a bunch of mob people, like people that got to and shit, but it got not got to exactly, but people that do the same thing he did. Basically, he finds a place like that, and he finds there was a fat guy that came in the room with and him saying, "Calm down, people," basically, and basically he told him to calm down, and then he said, I know you guys have precious time and whatnot, and basically he said, "Oh, but you guys don't have to worry. We will pay you well for your precious time and whatnot, right?" And he basically took out a suit, like I'm gonna say 10 giant suitcase with full of money and shit, right? And the people, the other people, was like smiling and shit, thinking it's gonna be worth it, but they start the meeting and stuff. They're talking about how they're gonna attack villages and stuff like that. But then they hear a noise, and then they look up to see Naruto and Miyako just chilling in the roof, basically. And they're like, "Who the hell are these people and stuff?" And Miyako and Naruto float down, but they don't touch the ground. They just stay barely levitating, kind of like the Series 6 always does. So yeah. Anyways, basically they get there and they're like, "I'm Naruto Otsutsuki," and then the girl says, "I'm Miyako Otsutsuki," and the mobs are like, "Otsutsuki, what are those?" and stuff. It's not a clan and stuff, and Naruto's like, "Don't worry about it," basically. Oh my gosh. So yeah, they basically say, you don't gotta worry about what those Otsutskis are and shit, right? And the mob people ask, "Is that a clan or whatnot?" And they say, "Don't worry about it and shit," right? And Naruto says, "What is the stuff in the case?" Basically points at it, and the more people say, "It's obviously money. Don't you know what money is, you brat?" Basically, because Naruto isn't really tall, to be honest. So yeah, and Naruto says, "Oh, that's money. Then isn't that?" He basically says, "Isn't that the thing that you guys use to basically buy shit and whatnot?" And the more people says, "Obviously, what? Who weighs you? How do you not know what money is and stuff?" Basically, and Naruto says, "Don't worry about it." And Naruto says, "I'll be taking that," basically. And the more people says, "No, you don't. You know you want you brat," basically. And basically, they called a bunch of thugs in to try and make Naruto and Naruto either leave or kill them. And the mobs come in and shit. And yeah, Naruto says, "What are you trying to do? You think you can beat me or something?" And the mob people says, "Obviously, we are outnumbered by a bunch, basically." And Naruto floats up and is like, "Oh wow!" And he basically points his hands up and says, "Oh my, you push!" And basically pushes all of them, pushes them away. And Miyako grabs the money and basically closes the suitcase so it doesn't go flying and shit, right? And she gives it to Naruto, and Naruto throws it in a dimension, kind of Kaguya's one, but not Kaguya's. It's kind of like a copy of it, but not for Kaguya exactly. So yeah, you basically get what I'm trying to say. So yeah. Anyways, basically, they grab the money. They because the people die from that shit. So yeah, they continue going and they leave the village. They go to that one village that Tsunade was in, and they basically go there, starts eating. They go on a quick little date, I guess you can say, and they basically just hang out, eat stuff, and try and get info on Kaguya or Ishiki or anything like that, anything related to that. Until Naoto, he hears a rumor about the beasts and Jinchurikis and stuff, right? And he starts thinking about it, and then eventually he realized that there was, I'm gonna say Roshi was there or something, right? And basically he senses Roshi's chakra nature, and he senses that it was from the tail beast and whatnot, and he senses that the tail beast was from the 10 tails, which was basically Kaguya or from Kaguya. So yeah, he basically figured out that the tail beasts all have some kind of relationship to it. So he thinks maybe we can get the tail beast and then ask them about that, basically. And then we skip over to, sorry about that, I keep getting interrupted for some freaking reason. Like, I don't know why, but every time I start recording is the exact time everyone starts coming annoying me and shit, bro. When I'm not recording, nobody even comes next to me, but that's so freaking annoying. Anyways, basically, we skip to the Akatsuki base, and we see Black Zetsu standing there and using his sensory abilities to basically sense around the place, and then he senses Naoto's and Miyako's chakra, and he senses how Naoto's chakra is really similar to Kaguya's chakra, and he's thinking, who is that, basically? And he also senses Miyako's chakra, and he's thinking that's Otsutsuki's chakra. So, and a pretty strong one at that and stuff. And he's like, maybe I can try and get in talk with them and see if I can get them to my side and help me bring back Mother, or either manipulate them or something. So he's thinking. And he basically goes over and he tells Pain / Nagato and whatnot. And also he tells Obito that he's gonna be out for a bit. He's gonna quote unquote go look for informations and stuff. But in reality he's going to try and talk to Naoto and Miyako. And basically he goes there, on the ground and whatnot, and he appears behind Naoto. And he appears in a bad time because Naoto was making out with Miyako about the bling bling. And he appears and interrupts them, pissing off Naoto and Miyako, and pretty much Naoto launches a 10-second beam at him. And we're gonna do a quick little flashback. When Naoto was born, basically, he was born with normal Otsutsuki / Byakugan, but then when the beam that came out of him basically went down, you see his eyes change to, the right eyes was the Rene Sharingan, and the left one was the Tensegan, basically. I think that's what you call it. Basically the flower pattern dojutsu, whatnot. So yeah, he has that, and yeah, we go back to the present. Basically launches that beam at Black Zetsu, tried to kill him for interrupting them. And Black Zetsu quickly went down on the ground because he knew what that was for some reason. So yeah, and he basically barely dodges that shit. Like, a lot of his, how in the war arc he was cut in half? Yeah, it's basically what happened to Black Zetsu, but he barely survived. And he's like, wait, you guys are Otsutsuki, right? And then Naoto stops, hearing that he knew about them, about Otsutsuki, basically. And Naoto says, how do you know that? How do you know that name? And Black Zetsu smirks and says, I know about Mother Kaguya Otsutsuki. And Naoto stops and says, Mother Kaguya, you say? And then Black Zetsu says, yes. And Naoto says, oh, you Hagoromo and Hamura, basically. And Black Zetsu says, no, I'm Black Zetsu, I'm Kaguya as well, and stuff. And Naoto says, oh, I see. So you know what Kaguya is? And Black Zetsu points up at the moon, and Black Zetsu says, "So, do you know Kaguya or something?" And Naruto says, "Yes, I'm her son, basically. I'm her first son, basically, or elder son, or whatever you want to call him." And Black Zetsu was shocked because he didn't know about that. So yeah, he's like, "Oh, I see." And then he puts out Yaiko and says, "Who's that?" And Yaiko basically introduces herself. And he's like, "Oh, okay, I see." And Black Zetsu asked him why they come to here and stuff. And Naruto says, "I want Mother Kaguya back, basically, and Father Ishiki back." And Black Zetsu says, "Ishiki, who's that?" and stuff. And Naruto says, "That's my dad." And Black Zetsu says, "I don't think he's here because never heard of him, basically." And Naruto says, "Yes, he's here. He's probably just hiding somewhere or something. He might be trapped or something. Or just, I don't know. I don't know why there isn't any information about him, but he's here." Basically, that's what he says. And Michael just standing there. She isn't really gonna get into the middle of this. But yeah. And then Naruto asks Black Zetsu, does he know any way to get Kaguya out of that thing? And Black Zetsu says yes. And Naruto asks, what is the way to get them in it? And then what's it called? Black Zetsu explains the whole plan of him manipulating Madara to make the Tsukuyomi and whatnot, and all that shit, basically. And then Naruto says, "Oh, I see. So you have a organization that you were manipulating and whatnot, right?" And Black Zetsu nods and says, and Naruto says, "Okay, so." He's thinking if he should join the organization slash Akatsuki or just do his own thing and get the tail beast for himself and whatnot. And basically he's thinking about it for a while, but he says, "Okay, come meet me back here for in that." Actually, he just says, "Meet me somewhere in like a month or so." And Black Zetsu says, "Okay." And basically Black Zetsu goes back to the Akatsuki bases. And Michael and Naruto basically just go and they go over to what's it called? A place where Kaguya was. And they find all the stuff, the jutsus and whatnot. And they start training on the jutsus to know how to do the fire style jutsus, the water style, etc. etc. So yeah. And that's pretty much what I'm gonna bring up because yeah. This maybe not as like long as the other ones, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video and let me know what you guys want me to do with this. Like, do you guys want me to make now to join the Akatsuki and basically do stuff, or should I make Naruto and Miyako just be Naruto and Miyako and Black Zetsu be a trio basically and just beat the cop out of people and get the tail beast and shit like that basically. So yeah, let me know what you guys want. And in the next part I'll be going over who is replacing Naruto and whatnot. So yeah, anyways, we'll be seeing you guys in the next one.